What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. Christmas edition, part 2. I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LaBeouf, and I don't know how festive you're feeling, but I'm gonna probably be real festive by the time this taping ends. And this weekend's boxing got me feeling very Christmas festive, Christmas beating. So
she already forgot her name. Her name's Jeandra LaBeouf.
Oh yeah, and I'm Jeandra LaBeouf. I'm Jeandra LaBeouf. Ooh, we getting festive already. Before we jump into talking about the fights, please tell us about Brooklyn's Christmas performance at the school. I love the pictures. You look so cute. He looked like he was hype and ready to go.
He was. It was sweet. I was very nervous because he's never performed in front of anyone like in that kind of crowd. And by nature, I'm a performer. I sing, I dance, I did all that. And so he was such a ham. Right when he saw us, he was just like, I blew him a kiss in that one video. He's like, I got this, mom. And it was really cute. So there's a song he's really obsessed with, Puntaria by Shakira and Cardi B. And we listened to it when we were going to, on the way to LA. And I think he was singing that song, mouthing those words to some of the songs he didn't know, but other kids were singing other totally different songs. So, because me and Dimitri were like, what song is he singing? We're like, we're not sure. I think it's a Spanish song, but it was really sweet. It was really, really sweet. And he had such a good time. And it made me smile. I didn't cry, but it made my heart, it just made me like, oh my God, this is what my parents felt like. But I mean, I was trying not to be a stage mom. His hair was in the way, but it's all right. It was
He
great.
looked like a rock star. It was fly.
He did. People were like, what, is he Jesus? I go, no, he's not Jesus.
Well, he is anointed, baby.
Yes. So yeah, that was my little son's first Christmas program, and many more to go.
Very good.
Okay. I love our festive. I mean, I have so many. Yeah, these are super cute. All right, so Jeandra, season's beatings. We got early. It was early Christmas for a lot of us. It happened down in Saudi. If you guys have not seen it, please tune in because we want to know who you thought won. Because okay, Usyk versus Fury part 2, reignited as what they called it. It was a little lackluster from the first fight, but I liked it because Fury looked way better. He took it seriously. It was a close fight, but not as close as the last fight. We weren't really texting back and forth, but I don't know. It's kind of like what we talked about. You're like, he's going to gas out at a certain point, and then in the 6th round and over, if he's not gassed out, then Fury might have a chance. I thought he gassed out a little bit. Usyk tapped him. I don't know. What did you see, Jay?
When I looked at Fury for this fight, first of all, I mean, we knew he was big, but good Lord, he looked like the flabby Incredible Hulk, like next to Usyk. Like he just looked enormous. But despite all that, his wind was better than I thought it would be for someone of his size. Yeah. Like he was moving, he was fighting well. But before we even talk about that, let's go back to the comment section on our prediction video. And that guy who said we were cute, but our predictions were pants. Well, I guess we are shirts and ties and cuffs now too. Tried to tell y'all. We tried to tell y'all.
We tried. We thought a stoppage, and I know that he was trying to go for it as he wanted to, but we knew Usyk was winning. We just knew it. He had Fury's number.
I don't know anyone who thought, I mean, I know people who thought, but why did you think that a bigger Fury would do something different than a smaller Fury, in particular, anything with hand speed or movement or anything like that? Now, if you'd said something to the effect of, oh, he's going to impose his will and put his girth on Usyk, I could get with that. That would make perfect sense. But what people were predicting and what we actually got were two very different things. Usyk is him. He is that guy. He has superior technical skills, superior footwork. He's just a locked in superior fighter. And after this, I don't want to hear shit else about any pound for pound people. It should only be 3 people in the conversation. Terrence Crawford, Inoue, and Usyk.
Yeah,
that's all I was going to hear.
I completely agree. It was the battle of David and Goliath. And I think
Mhm.
when people say, oh, Fury's coming in heavy, just like he did for the Wilder fight, okay, cool. Use the thing, use his girth, be that weight bully. Two things. Wilder and Usyk are not the same fighter.
Facts.
Totally different. Usyk may not have power like Wilder, but Wilder sure doesn't have the skills of Usyk to be moving and grooving in that ring and countering
Mhm.
the way he did. Second, I love the fact the referee, congratulations to the ref who did not allow him to put all his weight. Once they got in the clinch, he broke that up so fast. Usually I like it when I'm like, let them fight it out because they're actually
Mhm.
fighting. But the way Fury was going, of course, we're going to put all our 288 pounds all over Usyk. So I thought it was great. And even Christina Pondra said, she's like, they are really breaking up that clinch quickly. I said, I love it. And I think because you don't want to see a fight in a clinch because you know what happens. It's just wait,
Boring.
wait, wait. Yeah. And good for the ref on that. Also, girl, those pants, why were they up to like his nipples? Like,
He was
that's
doing
so
like,
not allowed.
let me tell you, but y'all lean in close, anybody who want to know, let me tell you about plus size fashion. Now, when you buy plus size clothes, and I can tell you firsthand, they tell you to buy high-waisted pants because it make your silhouette look longer because you bring them up to the boobs. And that's what he had going on. I don't know, maybe he was trying to do a little body contour or something like that. But them pants were just, it was like,
I
damn, I could have put them up here.
I couldn't figure that out. I'm like,
Body contouring.
it was big. I mean, I loved his little walkout. I thought it was really cute. Some
Mm-hmm.
Mariah, some Biggie, and then Usyk comes out to his normal, his I love his fits all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
what was really interesting at the very beginning, remember I texted you, I go, Fury's gonna fight on emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't show emotion until after the presser when he finally broke and started talking shit to him in the face off.
Mm-hmm.
He started talking to him in the ring again, and his eyes were like bulging out, and Usyk was just looking straight into his soul again. He Nothing can get in Usyk's head. I don't
At all.
understand if Fury understands that, and the mind games will not work on Usyk because looking at Usyk alone is scary. So, but I loved it. I love that they fought from the beginning. They both couldn't lose a round,
Mm-hmm.
and Fury. I don't know. It was interesting because there's a lot of facts going on. The judges, all the drama with the judges. If you guys didn't hear this, John, remember I was telling you there was a judge that was supposed to be in. If you guys don't know the tea on this, there was a judge who was supposed to be in the WBC appointed. And he's been a judge forever. He also does ESPN Knockout. He's apparently a senior vice president executive of the Spanish division of Disney. Disney owns ESPN, top rank ESPN Tom Fury. I mean, Fury. So big mix up. Then they
Mm-hmm.
got this other guy, Weisfeld. He's a really good judge. He's a lawyer and he does his job. He's out. So he got him and then this other guy. And they basically had to flip a coin because the two teams have to come to a decision of who are going to be the judges and the refs and whatnot. And so the guy, I'm like, I hope there's no fuckery, because judging is already whack. We'll get to the scorecards. I liked it, and then there was an AI judge.
We'll get into that too. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
that was
a
a
whole
whole
other.
nother thing, and I have thoughts about that.
Yeah, I mean,
But the fight was excellent. Fury came to fight.
yeah.
Nothing taking away from his performance. Some people just have your number. Usyk is that guy who has his number. They fought well. Regarding all of the other external things that were happening outside the ring, I agree. I'm glad that there was nothing to detract from Usyk's very clear. I thought was a very clear win. I don't think there are very many people say they were a robbery or any of that type of discussion.
Oh, there was a lot, girl.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay,
And
it was 116, 112 across the board, and I don't know if you saw Eddie Hearn said it was a draw. Of course, Warren said he won by 3 rounds. Um, you
but
guys,
the general consensus is that a close
yeah,
fight
some,
and getting
yeah,
and
yeah. Go ahead.
but just getting back to Usyk and his performance and the focus of what he had. The thing I like about Usyk is he means business all the time. He's not with it. Every fighter is not meant for the antics outside the ring. Even the way he comes into the ring, I liken it more to like an MMA fighter or a gladiator. It's not all that slow strolling and kissing, kissing,
Yeah.
throwing kisses to the crowd. He walks in on pace. Like I think Ronda Rousey used to walk in like that. I like fighters who walk in and just get to it.
Yeah.
Not all the extra accoutrements. Just from the onset, Usyk, it was just a different level of focus. He was watching Fury, swinging back and forth with the Tyson eyes, like with the back and forth, watching him move. I was afraid that of the fuckery just because of where they are, and now I'm starting to think that there's like a turkey curse. With the exception of Crawford, every big fighter that is the guy ends up losing. Is there a turkey curse? Let us know in the comments.
Turkey, no offense, but hey,
I mean,
we know that you wanted Fury to win, but you said your head was Usyk. You said it on camera. I saw it. I saw the interview.
mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that Turkey was able to put on these fights because basically he says, you're doing it, done. Money's there. And imagine we got a rematch, a heavyweight rematch so fast. Like
A
usually we
great
would have
one
to
too.
wait years, and it was a great one. Like people were a little sad that it wasn't that rematch that we all expected of like, is it going to be super, super close? Will there be knockdowns? There were moments when Usyk came in on the sixth and he let those, I said it, when the left hand, that looping left hand and the jab start pumping, that is when Fury is going to have problems. I saw Fury was going southpaw. Usyk fights all different ways, so it doesn't matter. And credit to Fury, he did really good. I admit it. He fought on his front foot. He didn't gas out as bad as I thought he would. I was like, maybe he might actually quit on the stool like Jeandra predicted, but he did well. He believes he won by 3 rounds. And you know what? I have to say this because I know a lot of people said this on Twitter, even Dimitri and I said it. Love you, Oscar, but I feel that you guys shouldn't be doing interviews like that from a former professional fighter and giving him tips in the ring. Like, oh, I think I have him up by 2. So, in Tyson's mind, he's like, okay, Oscar thinks I'm up. And I don't know what the corner was telling, and he's saying he should be doing this. If you're gonna interview people, maybe interview celebrities, Jason Statham, like who knows, but not someone. And I know Oscar was he didn't have he didn't have a fighter on his team of who was going to win. But I just thought that was a little weird because he's a former, he's a former boxer, former world champion. I don't know.
Listen,
That's my thought.
they all family now.
Yeah, they are.
That's what they wanted. And you know what? Sometimes to quote Jay-Z, nobody wins when the family feuds. Y'all all one family now. Oscar was invited over there. He and Eddie talking shit, passing each other in Radio Raheem's interviews. Frank Warren there. Hey,
they all
back it up with Turkey. Turkey say he wants y'all all to be there. So hey,
it was a good fight.
It was a great fight.
Okay, let's talk about this AI real fast.
Oh my Lord. Fucking Max Headroom.
When they posted it, I'm thinking, did they add this wrong? Because I did it. I just saw the final score. I didn't even get to look at the scorecards. I had a screenshot. I didn't realize the AI computer shot it the first round and the 12th round 10-10. And I'm like, and some judges have done that and they try not to. They say you have to give a round to someone unless it's like super dead even. The first round was not dead even to me. The 12th round was not dead even to me. Correct. I thought Usyk closed it out. I thought Fury had a good round in the first round. And AI is by a human hand. And some of the, it's just, and you were even posting things of like, it was never going to work. It was never going to work because AI is fueled by human interaction. Yep. So that means they would have had to take people's likeness and studied it and inputted it into some type of database that the computer draws its resource. So who did you use? Mm-hmm. Who did you use? Who did you study? Because the way Fury throws a jab is not going to look the way Crawford throws a jab or Usyk throws a jab or Dubois throws a jab. So how can you score based on that? Like I love the idea of the progression and being modern with it, but
the AI portion of sport, it's not there yet. You need more data. You need
Yeah,
more data to test it out.
and luckily that scorecard, I wanted at first, I kind of wanted it on the screen at the same time, but I'm glad that they put it on after, because then the judges scorecard, the AI scorecard, would have kind of distracted from the fight for a lot of us. We'd just be tweeting about that instead of what's going on in the ring. So I'm glad that they did that. But eventually it's going to happen, but it's going to take a long time. Right now, we just need judges that can see, that are, that, I mean, bless you judges that are over a certain age, but I think there has to be some sort of ongoing test, like kind of like a driver's test, or when you take a security exam, you have to retest, so you're fresh on a lot of the things that's happening, because you might have forgotten some stuff. I don't know what you're seeing in the ring, but they just need better human judges. Maybe place them in a different area, like that we've all talked about. Ringside, it's cool to sit there, but you're looking like this and your angle is very bad. So I like it when they place them a little higher, because when for media we sit a little higher, you see everything. So maybe do that, and even have TVs, and put the headphones on, so the crowd does not sway you one way or the other. Because when Manny Pacquiao throws, if he misses, whoa, like every Filipino is like cheering him on. So I think those are some factors, Turkey Allah Sheikh, maybe you can implement, since now that you've got a lot of boxing going on.
Nah, I disagree. Put the AI judge up, put that shit on the screen. I want to
During
see
the
it.
fight? Oh,
Yeah, show it to me in real time, because it's not real judging that's going to affect the outcome of the fight. Let us know. I want to see, I want to, if that's ultimately the direction that judging is going to go into
okay.
at this point, before it becomes like a sanctioned form of judging, let me see on the screen. If you type into chat GPT, it'll break down something all the way. I want the AI judge to
Oh,
show
yeah,
me
that's true.
it's reasoning. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
scored this right hook this way because you
You are
know,
right. Because we're
I
not
wouldn't
allowed to
mind.
question judges. We're not allowed to question judges. We're not allowed to interview judges. I think the guy from Boxing Ed, Boxing Ed Plus, I forgot he was able to get one of the judges, I forgot which fight, and it was drama. I can't remember if it was in the UK or in Vegas, but he got the judge. Somehow it's like, why did you score at this? And he spoke. Shouldn't have spoken. It's your fault, whatever your judge's name is. Okay, what do you think of Anthony Joshua's card?
He scored it in the end for Usyk. Was it 115, 116, 112, 114, 113? How did he
It
score?
was, I don't remember. It was close, but there were some rounds that I'm like, that was not a Fury round. And I know he put it on the record that he thought Usyk was going to win. And it's not because he doesn't care for Fury. It was just like, as a fighter, because at the end of the day, the Fury Joshua fight will make even more money than anything else. So but he didn't really care. He was just judging from his couch, which I thought it was smart, because we're all judging from our couch too.
With Anthony Joshua's card, he was going to score it close regardless of how the fight was going to come out. Because I'm sorry, I'm not, and I have no dog in this hunt. I'm not
Yep.
friends with either side. I thought Usyk won decisively. Number one. Number two, even if it wasn't like that, he was going to score it that way, because he's not trying to mess up the bag, because he's still trying to get a fight. Now, if he says that Usyk overwhelmingly fight Joshua, then people are going to be like, well, what you want to fight him for?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So, Anthony Joshua, we know what you're doing. We see you. It's cool. You could, I don't know what they tell you over there about making money, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, brother. I hope you get the
So
job or get the next fight.
the judges' scorecard, did you get a look at it?
I did not see the official scorecards. I knew what the final scores were, but I didn't see who scored what.
So it was clear that the ninth round was one of those rounds that it could have been swing rounds. Like there were like two swing rounds, and that's why maybe people thought, oh, Fury won by 3, or Usyk won by 2 or 3. And I remember the ninth round was a swing round, because me and Dimitri were like, oh, that's a hard one. And you could see on rounds 9, one person gave it to Fury and the others gave it to Usyk. It was
Mhm.
just, one would start off, but then the other one would really end it. And Usyk, I thought, always ended it well. Tyson was throwing like one or two. Usyk would come in bunches, like a 5-punch combo, a 3-punch combo. And then it was always in combinations. And those were the punches that were more effective. He was working Fury's body like, because people were like, well, how is Usyk going to get on the inside? He sure got on the inside plenty of times.
Speed
Plenty.
will do that. Speed
Yeah.
and movement.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury has great hand movement, great head movement, but ultimately, all that girth is going to slow you down. If you're fighting a fighter that's going to stay right in front of you, that's fine. But Usyk is not that type of fighter. He's going to move. He's going to move.
When you see the scorecards, whether you scored it for Fury or Usyk, there is no need for a trilogy.
Not at all. Not at all.
No. And Fury said it. He said in the post fight, he goes, to the day I die, I will always remember and know that I won both fights. Did you freeze?
No.
Oh, I'm like, did you freeze?
That was my reaction to that. Just
I know. I was like, wait, did my Zoom freeze on you? But I get it.
we don't need another one. Because you know what a trilogy does? It just holds up the heavyweight division. Let them guys fight. Get out of the way. Go ahead and spend some of this money because I know you guys have been paid handsomely.
I wonder what they got paid.
Hella.
Someone like 50 million plus each.
They got piss-nade, okay? They made big buku money. Go spend some. Go spend, see what your kids are up to. Spend time with Paris. He said in the build up to the fight that he was in Malta and he didn't see Paris for like 2 months.
Right.
Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. Let Usyk kick back for a little bit with his family. Get ready to come back and whip Dubois' ass. And it just is what it is.
I'm curious to see if Dubois is next. Okay, first of all, Dubois, you should not have been going into the ring. Let the man have his moment. And he even said he's giving props to his kids. His kids just won judo belts, and it's your turn, pops. And then Dubois, I want to fight you next. Like, what are you doing? And someone tweeted, he's like, I bet you Dubois practiced that speech 15, 20 times and he still screwed up.
And he still missed his cue. Like, bro, come on. Like, it's not necessary. I was so amused. Usyk's face during that whole thing. He was so irritated. Like, can I talk about my son? I mean, damn, I just beat the man again. I can't even thank my kid, can't even come. Can I thank my kid? Another thing he has in common with Crawford, they got their kids doing that kind of stuff. Crawford kids wrestle, his kids doing judo. Super athletes.
One thing that he did say, he goes, I want to thank my wife because she helped me train and she gave props. She went up on the ring mat and they hugged and kissed. And he was like, everyone give her a standing ovation and a clap. And I'm like, that's so beautiful. Because, the wives always stay out. And remember, wives are just as, they are the ones that are taking care of the kids, making sure they go to all schools and whatever else that the fathers are missing. And I didn't know Usyk has a 10.5-month-old baby. Did you know that? I didn't even know she was. And he said that he's only seen his 10.5-month-old baby 2 months and he's been in training. Sad. So this is what fighters have to sacrifice.
How long ago was the first fight? May. So May 5.
Was she pregnant then? I don't.
This is 7 months. Yeah. Because that was 7 months ago. So he has 10 months now.
Yeah, he said 10.5. 10.5 is his baby daughter. It's girl, a little girl.
Oh, okay. So when they first fought the first fight, the baby was a newborn.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay. Kudos to her.
Yeah, good for her. So now I'm looking at his resume. Very impressive. People, when you were talking about Najee, chill. You need to chill. I respect you. You're cool, but boy, when boy, I'm gonna just say that right now. Everyone's run from becoming a pound for pound star or pound for pound great are very different. And Usyk is just very different. He is the only fighter probably in this entire time in boxing ever been existed with the four belts. He is the only one that's ever had to go to someone's backyard and beat the champion or take the champion. And so out of all of that, he's now he's two-time undisputed. Well, yeah, two-time undisputed. Now he's looking to go back to cruiserweight to try to get undisputed. I would like for him to retire.
I mean, he's not taking much brutality, so if he want to keep
That's
he can
true.
keep fighting. Nobody's really putting paws on him like that. I say Fury is probably who tagged him up the most,
Yeah.
and on the left side of his face. So none of those cruiserweights who are any belts he's trying to get at cruise, they're not seeing him. They are
Yeah.
not seeing him. So get your belts, Usyk. I'm into it.
Think Dan Raphael texted or tweeted something that he came in at 223, his high career high, but a man that was 55 pounds over couldn't beat him, and that's why he's like, why is there a bridger weight between cruise? I get it, I understand why it was named after the child, but I think they need to put a max on the heavyweights.
Exactly.
You
It's
can't
just
have
another thing
super
to
ultra.
sanction.
Yeah, money. It's a super ultra heavyweight. Like Tyson was well above. That should be super plus plus.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean anything. Just because you're big doesn't mean you're gonna win.
Exactly.
But
But it was a great fight. Shout out to Usyk. We shall see what happens with him in the next 6 months. He's probably going to have a great time off for Christmas. He says the Dubois fight is next. So is Riyadh season a whole year long thing, or is it actually a season? I don't know. So,
we don't know.
we
Well,
don't know.
since Riyadh is not supposed to be doing any more fights, apparently in other than Riyadh, Turki Al-Sheikh that now owns Ring is going to be putting on fights under Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that they'll have a big fight planned for UK. So I don't know. I don't know if Dubois is going to fight him because Dubois is supposed to fight Parker. But if I were him, just go fight for the belts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parker's
I
dangerous,
would, if you're gonna take your L, at least take your L against the best.
right?
Because then you can
Again,
set yourself
again from
so
the
then you
same
could set up
side.
yourself for other additional opportunities.
There you go. Okay, well, congratulations, Usyk. Congratulations, Fury. Just rest up, enjoy your family, and hopefully we see you guys in the ring. Now, on to another because we don't have that much time. Andre Ward, Claressa Shields. Did you see the full interview on Andre Ward?
I did watch the full interview. It was really, really good. And I felt like because as I mentioned before, I've seen The Fire Inside already. I saw it quite a while ago, and it's excellent. And I'm still
Mm-hmm.
being struck on how excellent it is. And now seeing that and her being really candid with Andre Ward about some of her struggles, like maintaining family in your pocket all the time, trying to make fights happen, beefs with other girls, and just getting a different perspective of it. I like this arc that Claressa is evolving into from when we first met her. Still the same confident woman, which I love, but just I don't know how to describe it. Maybe more relatable. I don't know. I
I
like this
would,
candid
yeah.
version of her.
I think it's because we've only known her as the fighter and then the girl that's always tweeting. And like you just said, she's evolved.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you know more of her story, because I haven't seen the movie, obviously not yet. And for her to open up and talk about it on Andre Ward's podcast, The Art of Ward, just the clips I saw, I was like, this is a Claressa that people need to know and why she is like that. And she's just a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a little girl that had to go through all of that. I'm really curious to see how this movie is because it will put a lot of pieces to the puzzle of the way I see Claressa, and it will make a lot more sense because it's made a lot more sense for you. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And also for those out there who are on the fence about seeing it, see it anyway.
yeah,
See it for if no other reason you're a boxing fan. See it if you have daughters or wives or aunties or women in your life who have overcome adversity that you're proud of, who can get inspiration from it. Or see it from even if you don't like Claressa at all, as for whatever reason you don't know her in real life. See it because this also shows the box office that boxing stories are worth telling.
yeah.
This could open a pathway for another woman or man to have their boxing story, a real boxing story. I love Creed, but it's a fictional story for more real stories to be brought forward. So,
Yeah, she brought up some interesting things about Layla Ali. I was like,
mm-hmm.
oh, and then she wants to retire, what, 38 years old? I'm like, and it made me think, I'm like, how many belts is that woman gonna collect? It's a
Okay.
lot of belts.
For real. She might get on her knees and start doing little people wrestling. I don't know. You know, if it's a belt out there to get, she gonna fight and she gonna get it.
I mean, I now get it why she calls out Keith Thurman, because like there's no other women to fight. Like,
There's
okay, well,
nothing.
may as well start calling out men, and she's calling out Jake Paul. She's calling out anyone. And I
Yeah.
mean, luckily she's still fighting MMA, and she's
Hmm.
actually very successful in it. She had one loss, but to go into a whole other sport and conquer,
Hmm.
not easy.
She
Good
says
for
she's
her.
staying at heavyweight so she can be undisputed. So for the immediate future, she gonna be eating good because she got to eat to keep her weight on. And then she said she's gonna go back down to 154.
Good for her. Good for her. Well, good for Claressa. I can't wait to see her movie when it comes out Christmas Day. You guys should go check it out. And
Hmm.
then if you guys have not seen the Usyk fight, please rewatch it, watch it. Let us know in the comments who you thought won. We're very curious because we had a decisive Usyk win.
Hmm.
There was no foul play. The judges weren't rigged. They all picked the judges. To
They
the
pick
time of
judges.
the beard was too long. He couldn't wear his cross. I like the ring mat and the stitching they had issues with. I was like, all right, well, I'm
And
happy to
shout out
see.
to the guy who won the Mercedes.
Oh my God. Good for him. I was so happy for him because did you see that face? It was
He was
like,
hype.
girl, I was like taking him a long time to get from about there,
Okay,
but
where was he sitting? Because I felt like we was waiting for him to come from across town. Good Lord. Get the little cart and drive him over there or something.
right,
Man.
right. It should have been fast. And thank you, Turkey, for not putting on a full concert. We love the full concerts, but I liked what you guys did. It was beautiful. The
Mhm.
mapping, it was beautiful. We can't wait for all these more fights coming up from Saudi. And that's it. That's gonna be the wrap for the fights of this year. Do you want to do a show before New Year's? We should to do like a best of, a quick one. Best
Yeah.
of, yeah, we should next, yeah, drop it before New Year. But yeah, so as you know, this is our part 2 of our Christmas season's beatings. Merry Christmas, guys. Yes, and we will let you know what's on our Santa list, Amazon wish
Absolutely. We'll put a link in the description.
list.
Bless you, girls. Bless you,
All
girls.
right, and Merry Christmas, Jeandra.
Merry Christmas.
You guys, thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Best Boxing Show, period. See you guys at fights. Bye, guys.